What's going on, everybody? Tom here, the Iron Beast. Welcome back to the channel. We're getting into another episode of Cobra Kai today, Season 5, Episode 6. Tori recruits an expert in the way of the fist. Daniel walks away from a fight, and Johnny and Chozen pick one. In prison, Kreese confronts older demons. Alright, so we're really starting to see what goes on now, and I guess we're going to see Kreese doing his fight kind of deal in prison there. I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, I know he's going to toast quite a few people. I still question his form. You know, he doesn't carry the best form. Having said that, you don't have to be effective in all the fancy kicks to be good at combat. So, you know, maybe his hand-to-hand form in close combat is pretty good. They haven't really given him any sterling kind of displays of martial arts ability. In the last couple of seasons, I didn't feel anyway. Especially when Daniel just about killed him with the pressure point stuff. We got to see Tori going full maniac again and beating the crap out of Daniel. And, you know, I think there's kind of a psychological hold that he has over Daniel from back in the day, you know, because I think Daniel's capable of taking him out. Having said that, Tori's quite a formidable fighter, you know. He's, as well as his height and his reach advantage, he's also fast and mobile. So, I mean, when you put those things together, it means that a shorter person like Daniel being a bit shorter than Tori, you know, he's going to have to move quite a bit more effectively to equate to that range. Whereas, you know, Tori pretty much can just hold back and pull short punches and still be in range, especially when he used that kick. Did he use a turning back kick or was it just a side kick and sent Daniel flying? And, you know, even then, he doesn't need to extend fully to have great range and huge impact, you know. I think that Tori is a perfect example of you don't poke the bear. You know, he was happy going along his Cobra Kai business, and I sort of believe that, okay, although he's got some sinister methods of winning, I sort of believe that his heart is in it for the Cobra Kai students. You know, he does want to empower them with what he feels is his good morals and values, but obviously being a dodgy businessman and all that kind of thing, his morals and values aren't always the best. But I sort of would like to think that he does have people's best interest in his heart. It's just that his version of best interest is probably a bit different from most people's. Maybe Daniel should have left him alone. We saw at the end there Johnny coming to Daniel's aid and also Chozen as well. Obviously, Daniel was in bed all bashed to bits, and I guess there's going to be some retribution to be had. So let's get underway, guys. See what's in store for us. Okay, I'm guessing these are Tori's people coming in from overseas. Yeah, that was teased in the trailers. Right, an expert in the way of the fist. Who is the expert? Wow, look at these guys. They look like they're straight out of Kill Bill. Wonder if she's the expert.
Sensei Kim Dayon.
Yeah, okay.
Sensei Kreese, not with you.
He had some legal troubles. There are refreshments in the limo.
This looks like more of a squad than just Sensei.
This sort of extravagance might impress your former shareholders, but it does not hold sway for me.
She's serious.
That attitude is exactly why I wanted you to.
Yeah.
I did not get on the plane for money.
She wants to make sure that Sensei's teachings are upheld.
Your grandfather didn't teach American soldiers
Yep, okay.
the fist just to use on the battlefield. We have to share his style with the world.
And you think your American students are up to the task?
I doubt it.
We shall see.
Exactly. Once her and the other Sensei start testing them, we'll see. He's definitely got the big guns in.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, figuring out how to make Silver pay for what he did to you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm out of this whole thing with Silver. I'm done with karate.
What do you mean you're done with karate?
It almost cost me my family. I'm not making that mistake again.
Daniel, we're with you.
I became a sensei to help kids.
What are you talking about, man? You did help kids.
You want me to make a list of how many ways they're hurting because of this? I never understood why Mr. Miyagi walked away from a fight. But I understand it now.
Learned his lesson a bit late, didn't he? He's brought everyone into the folds in this battle of his.
Your granddaughter's here.
Granddaughter's here. Oh, granddaughter's here.
Hi, granddaughter. How'd our little sting pan out?
Mr. LaRusso got really hurt.
Well, there's one enemy gone.
You don't care about what happened to Mr. LaRusso?
I know how difficult it is to be behind enemy lines, but I need you there for a little longer. I'm gonna play the good soldier.
I love that she's not into the whole dodginess side of it. Oh!
Please, I didn't hit you that hard. We're all friends here, so watch that aggression, okay?
I thought she fought perfectly.
Oh! Tori has bought the dojo.
Silver has made me a very generous offer. Topanga Karate is now under new management.
There will be some changes.
You'll be given a new sensei.
You're replacing me, Terry?
Deal's changed, dude.
If you want to be taught by the best of the best, step up and take a gi. If you want to quit, then at least take a complimentary thermos.
This should be quite good, aggro on aggro, seeing her versus Tori at some stage.
Looks like your students made their decision.
You will help me test them.
She's the Dai Sensei, you better listen.
Yes, Sensei.
No B there is one thing, but LaRusso letting Silver win?
That walking oil spill got into Daniel's head.
We beat the crap out of them. Of course that's going to get into his head.
Do not have much time.
He's taking over other dojos now, too.
I'm here at Topanga Karate.
When did this happen?
Come join.
It's live. It's happening right now.
Perfect. I'm gonna go down there and beat his ponytail ass.
You can't just march down there like a one-man army.
Hell, I can't.
One-man army. Not good.
Thank you.
Two-man army better.
It's not what
Okay, you know this isn't some kata competition, right?
Hi.
Is that yes?
Kata competition. Johnny, the dude will blaze you.
I don't understand how this is going to help Dad at all.
He may be older, but they should leave him alone. He's got a rotten temper and he loves fighting.
Hey, Sensei. Oh, well, yeah. I love the red ones.
Tough guys, eh?
These are my cellos.
He's gonna break your bones, dude.
I think that's a fine idea.
See you around, Sensei.
Tough guy.
One thing that really surprised me was how easy it was to get along with all the other men.
Not all prisoners your age have the same experience.
You could throw me right through a window and I wouldn't even get a scratch.
That's kind of true.
Emotionally speaking, of course.
You're not just sweet-talking me to get you a good recommendation.
Pair up.
Here we go. These two would be a good team up, actually.
Keep walking, or you'll break your hand if you hit someone like that.
You have to keep the side of your hand sharp, like a knife.
Mean. They're gonna be a team up.
Not by much.
Yeah, I guess you forgot who kicked your ass at the tournament.
Please, that ref was blind.
Then why are you still here?
My mom always said the only way you really lose is by giving up.
Sounds like a smart woman. She was. Sorry.
Mean.
Love to kick
They are kindred spirits.
I know how you feel. But you have to take all that anger, and you have to put it into your fists.
Awesome team up coming.
I have seen enough.
Danielson told me how dangerous you can be.
Did he mention how I kicked his ass back in high school?
I robbed him while he was on date.
I pushed him down a cliff.
I fight him to death.
Man, he was such a twerp back then.
Real pain in ass, huh? He always fight for what he believe.
You know, a few months ago, I saw him take on an entire hockey team.
I saw him save young girl from typhoon.
He took a man down with a single strike to his pressure.
Who do you think?
Comparing stories. They can't just go in and fight. They'll get toasted.
Got a letter for you.
I was a letter from her.
I know the difference between a breakthrough and saying what I want to hear.
Back in Korea, our students would climb Chirisan, the tallest mountain on the mainland. I would train among them, wearing 2 heavy packs.
Pick this up. Stop her. Use any means necessary.
Maybe it's not going to be a team up.
In your face.
Again.
Don't spark up Tori. She still has far more experience. Oh. Oh.
Do not accept surrender.
Oh.
That is the way of the fist.
But she'd officially lost.
I believe that deep down, you're a good man.
I don't know if he's a good man at
I
all.
believe that you were always as violent a person.
I think something happened in your past. Who was she?
Love of his life.
My life.
Yep.
But her death allowed me to do what I had to do.
Oh, but that violence followed you home.
I've had enough of this.
What an interesting choice of words.
I did nothing wrong.
So you don't feel any regret?
The people you've hurt.
Wicked. That's well done. That is well done.
I was trying to make my students tough. I wanted them all to be better than me.
I know you can be better than the person you've become.
You just have to find them.
Cool scene.
Adult classes are on Wednesday.
We're not here to take a lesson.
Where's Terry Silva?
I'm gonna beat his ass. Hey, you don't think I could beat him?
I don't think you can beat me.
Yeah, these Sensei are going to be all hardcore. Here we go. Come on, Chozen. Surely he's no match for Chozen. Mind you, Chozen's like the Sensei.
My whole life.
Well, he's tough. They're used to being hit over there. Their dojos are a lot different. Oh, he's mean. Mean team up. This guy's good though. To him it's just another day in the dojo.
Chozen Toguchi, you wish to fight?
You'll get demolished.
Too much advantage. Their dojo.
We're not gonna let you take over the valley.
We already did.
Yeah, she's a cool character.
Yo, look who's here.
I only lose if I give up.
They are kindred spirits, really.
She wants to learn more from you.
She failed the test. She ran away.
The test was not for her. It was for you.
Yeah, so now he's got these international ringers.
All have trained under Silva's master, Kim San-young. I defeated 6 senseis from Vari by myself. It took 2 of us to stand against just 1.
Give me a pair of nunchucks and it's lights out, baby.
Take a breath here before we start entertaining assault with deadly weapons. Strategy isn't exactly your forte. You're more of a blunt instrument.
Thank you.
Say thank you.
Mr. Miyagi avoided a fight whenever possible.
Dana may not have Mr. Miyagi to rely on anymore, but he's got us.
Nice. Okay, so he knows he's not getting out the easy way.
Hey, Sensei. I'm here for my Jello cup today.
Here we go. Uh-oh.
Very well.
Next. Mean. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I love to see Kreese kick ass. Don't mess with Sensei. And he was a war veteran as well. Exactly. Don't mess with the Sensei. Especially a war Sensei. War veteran.
From now on, you're gonna give me your Jello.
You got a problem with that?
No. No what?
No. Sensei.
I gotta say it, I love his evil side. Wicked. No up and down, go side side. I remember that.
It's like a time capsule in here.
The night before we got married, I came here to see Mr. Miyagi. He loved you so much, Daniel. He told me you could be a bit of a handful sometimes, that you would always fight for what you believed in.
She is awesome.
World to me, Amanda. I can't fail these kids again.
You didn't fail me. You know, when you first met me, you gave me a job and a home and a purpose.
I was just trying to help you.
But I didn't understand until I started mentoring someone myself. We need to stop Cobra Kai.
It's time that all of us join this fight.
Awesome.
All of us.
Alright, the team is back together. Yeah, cool. The whole team is together. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely wicked. Oh man, holy crap. That was an awesome episode. I love seeing all these team ups happening, all these sort of alliances being made. And it just feels good when you see everyone punching toward their cause. I mean, it's cool that Tori has a kindred spirit in her dojo with her now. And I think those two are like a perfect team up. We had to see who Tori was bringing in. He's brought in some pretty big guns. And I've had that experience myself. I've had the pleasure of training with people in all different parts of the world. And when I've trained in my dojo here in New Zealand, as compared to the dojos in other parts of the world, it isn't until you get to a few very specific styles of training that the extreme sort of training has been maintained from dojo to dojo. And when you come against people from other dojos around the world, there isn't a whole lot of variance in the fighting ability for your level that you should be at. Having said that, before I started venturing around the world and learning out the systems, especially with some of the more traditional arts, like you would definitely find that when you met students from those dojos or even other sensei, that they were a lot harder. You know, their training was a lot more extreme, meditating in the elements and running up the mountains and all this kind of stuff. And it came through in the training, it came through in sparring, and it came through in guest training sessions by those sensei as well. So definitely the idea that every single one of the people that stepped off the plane for Tori has been trained by the master is like, it's crazy. And the fact that it's the master's granddaughter as well is there, Dai Sensei, that's crazy. They would all be, you know, levels above. Of course, maybe the exception of a Chozen, who has had similar training himself. But I mean, he's one and they're a whole team. So I don't know how that's going to go, to be honest. My experience, if you get someone that has continuity in their training, multiplied out by half a dozen people, it's going to be a really tough task to try and beat them. You know, if you're just matching numbers for numbers, because the training is so much more intense, their understanding of the system and their application is so much more intense. So I think that's going to be very cool to see how this plays out and what kind of battle is it. Is it going to be some kind of another tournament, or is it going to be more like I don't know. It would have to go from a tournament to more like a Kumite kind of style tournament, I guess, with different rules. Who knows? You know, the team up between Johnny and Chozen, we knew that was going to happen, but it's just good to see it happen. They're sort of comparing stories about Daniel, like Daniel's the actual legend. It's quite funny. Fantastic to see everyone get back together at the end and get behind Daniel. And I think, you know, it's an awesome team up, just the idea that everyone's sort of together now. That's much better. The only thing we're missing is a few of the good people that are in Cobra Kai that were maybe ex-Miyagi-Do, if there were any of those, or people that were in that sort of school friends group that are still stuck in Cobra Kai. But I think we're going to probably see those people also getting to a point where they want out of Cobra Kai. I think we'll see that happen. We can already see it happening with Tori, where she's questioning having to be so aggressive all the time. Of course, we had to see Kreese. It's good to see Kreese doing what he does best, which is being that little bit sinister and kicking ass. Those guys deserved it, man. I hate to say it, but I do love watching Kreese in his capacity as that particular guy, you know, kicking ass like that and really not being that good of a person. Gotta love him. But yeah, what a cool episode, guys. Looking forward to the next one. That's going to be it for me on this video, so please give this a thumbs up for me. Help me out. It helps the channel out. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. So until then, guys, take it easy.